Dylan, obviously this is a type of game that fans here have wanted for a long time, win over a blue blood conference opponent. Is it fair to say these are the kind of games you came to Nebraska for?
No doubt. Yeah, these are everything and more that you want to come here and play football for, and rightfully so. Nebraska should be in these games, and so we're going to embrace that. And like we said, we respect every opponent. We're going to prepare as hard as we can for each opponent, regardless who it is, and hopefully come out victorious.
How well do you know Bryce Underwood just from growing up and they're pretty proud?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them. Kind of bump shoulders with them in the recruiting process, but I do know he's a really great quarterback. I look forward to going, against him, and our defense will be ready for the challenge.
You've gone 2 weeks without really being hit at all. I mean, just for you, how's your body going in this game, and what kind of physical tests will this game bring with the types of hits and looks they're going to try to bring at you?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they'll bring as much as they can and as little as they can. We're gonna study them, but they're gonna have looks that we haven't seen, so we'll be ready. We'll be ready for that. As far as my body, I feel really good. I haven't been, like you said, hit. I've been bumped a little bit here and there, but it won't be anything like the magnitude of a Big Ten schedule. So all the hours, all the things we prepared for is for these types of games in our place.
Coach Rule mentioned yesterday your willingness to go back and look at things things that you missed in games. He was talking about the Illinois game last year and how you kind of relived the throw that you wanted to hit to Luke late in that game. What kind of stuff, when you have as successful of games as you've had the last 2 weeks, like where do you find ways to look at things that you could do better, and like what kind of stuff have you been focusing on in that area?
Yeah, I mean, it's never you learn from something and you move on from it. It always can pop up again if you don't keep attacking it. So, like the Illinois game, every time we call that play, if we do run it, I'm boom on my footwork and I'm on it. So, use those experiences to better yourself for the future. But as far as this season, I mean, there's still things that are need to be fixed, and it's cool when things work. It's cool when it doesn't work, but our goal is to make sure that every stone is unturned preparing for this game, and that we put our hearts into it, and we give our fans and we give ourselves a shot to win this game in the fourth quarter.
Did you grow up following Michigan football at all? Being your dad playing for the Lions and all that?
I did live in Detroit. I won't answer the first part of your question. I don't want to answer that.
What just stands out about Michigan's secondary in general?
Yeah, they're athletes. They know what they're doing. They play very well together. Their eyes are very good. Their linebackers, their front. I mean, it's a well put together defense that's coordinated by an NFL coordinator. So we'll have our hands full ready for that game, and we'll be ready. It's fun.
So what have you seen from the team this week as you've gotten back to practice about your attitude and your focus?
Yeah, I've seen the same team the last 3 weeks that I've seen this week. Nothing changes for one specific game or opponent. It's why we train. It's why we have a process that we create that we can trust and build on throughout the season, where you find something to get better at each week. So it doesn't change for who we play, but matter of fact, it just ramps up a little bit because of the Big Ten season coming up.
You have a defensive back in Rod Moore that hasn't played in a bit for Michigan, but is tentatively expected back this week. Kind of how do you prepare for a guy that hasn't been on the field in 2 years?
Just like any other guy, he's gonna, we have film on him. We have film on all their guys. I mean, you prepare for it like any other player that's not in. He's a great football player. I've watched his tape. I've watched him the last couple of days. So, our guys will be up for the challenge, and I know we'll be ready.
Michigan's quarterback's in his first year of college ball. From your perspective, when you think back to last year, what goes into that? What was the learning curve like, especially as you got into Big Ten play?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to figure it out on the go. There's no substitute for live game reps in a Big Ten game, especially on the road. So he's an elite player. He's going to be ready. His coaches will get him ready, and they'll be ready to go in our place. It'll be fun. I mean, I don't really know. I don't want to say too much about it just because that's who we're going against. It's not there's a respect, but there's not. We're not gonna sit here and talk. We got to worry about us.
How much more comfortable do you feel going into your second year of Big Ten play?
I feel confident. More so just the guys around me and how much we're tied in together, and we believe in each other that we can go get it done any given Saturday. So the confidence level of us playing together and knowing each other, our strengths and our weaknesses will pay off hopefully, and moving into this next part of the season.
You're playing early last Saturday, give you a chance to get a jump early on your prep. You start working Saturday night.
It did, yes, I did. I kind of set a goal for myself. I was like, all right, watch the Houston Christian game and watch a little bit of the Michigan tape before you can watch Bud. And I went to the concert as well. So it was cool. It was good to have an early game. You came in Sunday and got ahead. So we'll have our hands full and we'll be ready.
You went to volleyball too, didn't you?
I did, yeah. It was a quick turnaround, but gotta show love to everybody.
How much did watching the Bud Crawford fight fire you up? Just what he showed.
I had a headache from screaming. I mean, that's talk about a guy that put the state on his back for however long he did it and how dominant he's been. There's no words to explain how cool that was to watch him, on a national stage like that with he had Omaha across his back to bring that home for us, and he brought it back to Nebraska now. Now it's our turn to go do it. So a little extra motivation with him.
Hey Dylan, real quick, what do you think the atmosphere is going to be like on Saturday? I know it's just another game for you guys, but the fans really look forward to this matchup.
Yeah, it's well, I hope everyone's early and loud, and I hope that we can pack everything out as much as we can. We're always talking about raising bars and raising standards. They set a pretty high bar for the Colorado game, so I want to see if we can one up that game.
Thank you.
Thank you.